G'day guys, and welcome to a new pickups video. Today we're going to be looking at a variety of different systems that I've picked up games for. Stick around for the very end of the video as I'm going to show you a very special gift that was given to me by a fellow YouTuber and Instagrammer, so stay around for that. Okay, to start off with, this was a game that I forgot to show you guys that was given to me from R2MD2 on YouTube, and it's this one here called True Love Story. This one here is a dating sim game, which basically the sort of thing with this here is that you are a guy who's taking a girl home, and you've got basically a variety of around about 30 conversational pieces that you can ask her to try and score a date on the way, taking her home from what I can gather in the footage that I've seen. Yeah, so I'll probably will try and give this a little bit of a go and see how I go with it with my modded PlayStation. But yeah, this was a really nice gift that Ryan gave me, and yeah, lovely and complete. And I always love Japanese discs when they just go to the extra mile to have those laser discs. Now we've picked up a couple of Xbox titles. I know which that might be a surprise to you guys, but I am trying to rebuild my Xbox collection games, and mainly I'm just picking up things that are exclusive to either the 360 or Xbox One, or the original Xbox that is as well. This one here I had back in my collection a long time ago, and I'm so happy to have it again, and this is Project Gotham Racing 4, one of my favourite racing series out there. If you haven't got the Project Gotham series in your collection and you're into racing games, you definitely need to pick this up. Just a really fun arcade style racer. We're lucky today that things like Forza Horizon kind of are a little bit similar to that, but this was just something that was really special, and I just always love this series, and I'm so happy I'm going to be able to play this again. This next one I got for an absolute steal of a price. It was only $19 at EB Games Christmas sale, and this one here is the Halo the Master Chief Collection for the Xbox One, which I'm so happy to have in my hands. I absolutely loved back in the day when I was in high school, that is, playing Halo online. It was such fun. You'd be ringing up your friends on that. About that time, it was on a landline phone. Didn't have any of this mobile phone stuff. I'm showing my age now, but you ring them up and say, are you going on now? They'd be like, yeah, that's cool. Mobile phones were around, but it was obviously cheaper to ring them by the home phone. But yeah, you'd ring them up and say, you're online? Yeah, I'm going online now, and we'd all jump on and play video games against each other on there, generally every night after school for an hour or two. But yeah, this is a really cool piece to have. This one has Halo 1, 2, 3 and 4 basically on it, all redone in HD goodness. It looks absolutely amazing on my Xbox One X. But yeah, it has a little bit of pamphlets inside there, but obviously no manual, and the game is inside. Now, warning for those who have, if you go and pick this up, don't expect it to play straight away unless you've got a good internet connection. Basically, it took around about 40% of the actual initial install for it to play. It's around about 70 gigabytes, this one here, but yeah, if you're a fan of first-person shooters and Halo alike, you definitely need to upgrade and get this copy here. It's definitely the best way to play the older Halo games. This next Xbox-related piece, you guys might not know, but I really enjoy collecting guidebooks in regards to games. I love my cars, and this one here is the Forza Motorsport 3 guidebook, one of the Prima games books. And yeah, this is just awesome. It goes through all the different cars in the game, gives you all the different stats as well. Just absolute oodles of pages of cars in there. It goes through all the different tracks as well, which is really nice. So, some of my favourite tracks in there I can have a look at and get a little bit more detail about them. But it's just, I really love guidebooks. It's just that you can just dive in and get a little bit more information out of the game. Of course, there's things like the internet and stuff that you can go and look up, but I always like the old school feel of a book and just being able to see it in front of you. Yeah, really cool stuff. I think this only costed me around about $6, so absolute steal. Very happy to have this. And the next two games are PS4 games. This one here, like a lot of people picked up, is Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Really enjoying this. I've been playing a lot of hardcore deathmatch. I tried to do the core side of it, but I found it was taking way too long to try and kill people. So I've been playing a lot of hardcore. Haven't played much of Blackouts, but I really do want to give that a bit more of a go. But yeah, nice to have that in the collection. This one here I got today, and lucky for me, it was a pre-owned game, but it was just so cheap and irresistible not to pick it up. And this is the deluxe edition of South Park: The Fractured Butthole. I love how they've done those plays on that play on words. But it said DLC may not be included as a little sticker there, but yeah, inside it actually did work. So don't try and use that code there. I already have used it. But yeah, I really enjoyed the Stick of Truth. I've almost finished it, and when I do, I will jump straight into this one here. If you guys have played it and enjoyed it, please let me know below. These next two pickups are only $1 each. I could not believe it. I already have a copy of this one here, but if anyone's looking to trade or whatnot, let me know. Picked up a Value Series edition of Speed Freaks, which is one of my all-time favourite kart games. Still think it's pretty underrated in my opinion. I used to just play this forever back in the day. Used to love using Tempest was my favourite character just because he was always angry and stuff. But yeah, this is so cool, and for like $1, couldn't resist. This next one isn't gaming related, but I couldn't resist this when I saw it for $1, and I've got Shrek, the original soundtrack. And you know, some of the big hits on this one here, obviously I'm a Believer, Smash Mouth. We have what else? We got All Star by Smash Mouth as well. We got Hallelujah, on my way by the Proclaimers obviously as well. But yeah, I've been picking up a lot of soundtracks from my sort of favourite movies and games alike. This one is a very hard movie for me to watch nowadays because when my nephews were a lot younger, we would watch this all the time. We try and watch something else. Shrek. Do you want to watch something else? Shrek. So it's always hard for me to watch the movie because I've seen it that many times, hundreds of times, but it's nice to have this in my collection. Now this one was done by a trade with GL1 Tech Guru. Hopefully I've got his name right. This is one of my friends on Instagram. I did a story on Instagram reaching out to people on there saying I needed a certain game. If anyone could help me find it for cheap, let me know. I want to do a trade. And yeah, he reached out to me and we did a trade with a PS3 title. And the one I traded with, got from him was one I've been waiting for so long to get. And you know, it's not hard to find it, but it's just very expensive. So very happy to have this one. And it's Captain America Super Soldier. This was done by Sega. Obviously a Marvel game, being Captain Obvious here. Captain America, Captain Obvious. But yeah, this one is lovely and complete there. I don't know whether this game is any good. I haven't really looked into it. A lot of the time with these sort of superhero games, I often hit or miss. But yeah, this is just so cool to have. It's been on my wish list for probably a couple of years now. As you guys know, I'm trying to get a full PlayStation 3 set. And yeah, this one just looks so cool. So I've only got a few more Marvel games to collect now, so very happy. This next one only cost me a couple bucks, and this is Sniper Ghost Warrior. Nice and clean, this one here. Has a little bit of crack in the top there, but I will replace the case. If I get a lot of questions about people asking, you know, where can you get replacement cases? Generally, the best way I've found is just to probably buy yourself just some cheap FIFA games. Often when you go out to gaming stores or you go on eBay, you can pick up heaps of FIFA titles for about $2, sometimes $1 if you're lucky. And normally I snatch up a whole heap of them and buy them that way. Often at game stores they look at me a bit oddly why I'm picking up all these same FIFA titles, but then I explain I'm just using them for replacement cases and they're like, oh, okay. But yeah, this is a nice one to have. This is the only import title I got for the PS3 this time around, and this one is Mag massive action game. Now, this was a great game from what I've been told by a lot of Instagrammers back in the day. Unfortunately, sadly, the server is no longer around for this. But this allowed you to have, I think there was a huge amount of people are able to go into one map and fight out in there. And yeah, this is just a alternative cover to the other mag one, which I will throw up on screen here. The Power Edition, but this one here is obviously the Japanese, so happy to have this one. Now, this is the very last thing I've got to show you guys. I'm hoping you stuck around for this, but this was a absolute surprise. Just the other day, I got some parcels that came from the postie, and this was a parcel I wasn't expecting at all. And this came from my good friend TJ Beam Gaming. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed to his channel, you should definitely do that. I've left a link in the channel description below. But he surprised me with this one here, guys. This is the PlayStation Special Demo Disc. Now, this is the white cover one. And this is the red one. Both of these he's given to me. He gave it to me as a bonus when I bought some games off him. And this is the other one that he sent me as a surprise. And basically he sent me a note saying, here's the other game that will go nicely with and complete your set or the demo disc. So thank you so much, dude. This was an absolute surprise, and I was just like over the moon I got this. Yeah, it just absolutely made my day getting this here. And for guys at home who want to know what's on this actual demo disc, there was Biohazard 5, which Biohazard 5 is Resident Evil 5. In Japan they call it Biohazard. We have Metal Gear Solid 4 demo, which is a fantastic one there. Metal Gear Solid Online demo as well. There's a couple titles in here that are Sega ones, but I can't read the Japanese quite well. There is a Demon Souls in here as well, and finally on here that I can read, there is a Resistance 2 as well, which is one of my favourite first-person shooters. So yeah, and just complete, obviously, just yeah, so happy to have these two to finally complete the beautiful set of the special demo disc. So thank you, TJ Beam Gaming. This just means so much to me. Alright guys, there we have it. Another pickups video done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave me a big thumbs up. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, fools. See you later.